What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gentry Sons, and welcome to another video. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Also, before we get into the video, if you guys want to go over and check out GentrySons.com. We're running a sweet sale over there this month, so go check out the website. And also, you can put in an application if you're looking for a job. So we are hiring right now. So anyways, to the video. So we are over here in Jamestown. So we're coming over here to visit our friend Bruce Wilson. He's got some trucks that I think I might just be interested in. Like, you guys know I love cab overs. So Bruce has got a couple he's thinking about getting rid of. I'm gonna come over and check them out. And we're also, while we're here, we're gonna test out the blue Scania. So that thing's like brand new. I'm not out to ever see a new one or be around a new one or drive one. So today we're going to drive this truck and see what we think about it. So it should be a pretty interesting video. Appreciate you guys coming to support us and watch us, but I will see you guys when we get to Bruce's. All right, guys, so here is some of the stuff that we're thinking about buying. So we got that engine, transmission, there's the parts for the engine. And go check out Bruce's YouTube channel. So Bruce Wilson on YouTube for the video of us talking about these trucks and going over them and stuff. But so it'd be the white truck, the red truck, and the engine and stuff back there. So we got a lot to think about. It's a big responsibility there, Kayla.
I'm not the thinker.
Yeah.
I tried to be the thinker, but no, you think for yourself.
I am a hard-headed son of a gun.
Yeah, we're learning how to manipulate you right now and make you think it's your idea. We're going to plant our ideas and make you think they're your ideas.
Well, that'll work. I will be completely honest with you. I have been just down, like, not just talking crap about Scanias, because I've always wanted one, just an old cab over Scania, like what's inside, which we're looking at and we may be purchasing or trading for. So, you know, I've kind of always wanted a Scania, but like I like the old, loud Scanias. Never thought I'd get to experience a new one here. I really didn't think they were what they are. And I'm going to give a good, honest review today. I'm not going to be all negative about it. I'm going to just tell you what I truly feel about it. But so it's an R770. So this ain't the big sleeper cab. You can get a bigger one, a taller one. Because this one, I don't know. We'll see how big it is inside. But, two huge fuel tanks. They're square. They're not round. I wonder what the point of that is. I notice Scanias, a lot of Scanias have square fuel tanks. So some things that I was looking at earlier with Bruce was I like all their like ABS, how your ABS hooks up, and even the older truck still has the same ABS on it. The exhaust just comes right out the side right here. That's really cool. So I'm gonna say the maintenance on these things ain't horrible. So I like that. I like the air fittings. And one thing I noticed right off, like the airbags and like the work to be able to do maintenance on these things, it looks really, really simple. So back here, I thought this was pretty cool. So literally to change your airbags, you just pop these two pins out. One here, one here. I'm gonna pop it out just for the heck of it. So pop that baby out, pop it back in. Now I can say I've worked on the new Scania. You also have just a simple quick disconnect here to pop your airlines off. And the ABS sensors are super simple. One thing we fight on a lot of our trucks is ABS sensors. This thing, it's all sealed off and simple. It's right there. It's push connects on your airlines to the brake chambers. Simple shocks. And all your wiring's nice and neat too. I like that. But everything's quick connect. Everything on this truck is quick connect. Here's your ABS sensor wires, and they're just super simple. All lock in. So these are your airbags to drop the rear axle. So this thing drops, it actually has a dry shaft, so this rear axle is a working rear axle. And then you have right here, you can change, you actually have an oil filter to change on your rear end. So you just pop that loose and pull it off, and you can spin this. There's a filter in there, you spin it off and put a new oil filter on it. Inside on these hubs, they're a lot bigger, and it's like a dozer, you know, like a bulldozer that we have here in the US. So I guess there's gears inside of there. I've not ever took one apart, but I want to. I want to see what it looks like inside. So comment down below if you guys work on Scanias and kind of explain the rear end, how it works with me. I'd really like to know. But I think it's just got planetary gears like a bulldozer would have. So here's for your def, which, you know, I'm assuming this thing has to have def just like our trucks do. So fuel tank. So I really want to lift this cab. This thing is double framed as well. So this is a heavy spec truck. So I'd imagine this thing would pull some massive weight. Probably a lot more weight than what we pull here in the US, which we pull 80,000 pounds, which is 40 tons. I think they pull 70 tons legally over in like Finland. All right, guys, so something else I want to touch on this thing before we go inside and check out the cab. This thing is also 24 volts. So all of our trucks here in the US are 12 volt, except my old cab over, it's 24 volt, but it switches to 12 volt. So it's got a converter on it where it switches over to the starter, which is 12 volt. So, but 98% of trucks here in the US are 12 volt systems. So they had to take and put a 12 volt converter back here to run the trailers and stuff here in the US because you know, all of our US trailers are 12 volt. So in the UK, Finland, all them places over there, they run 24 volt trailers, where here in the US we run 12 volt trailers. So I've learned a lot today about these things. We're gonna jump on the inside since it's so windy out here today. So we're gonna go in here and check out the cab. All right. So cool to be climbing up in a cab over. Alright guys, so this thing, it does feel like a brand new truck inside. It is so airtight, and it smells like a new truck. Cannot believe I'm sitting in a 770 Scania right now. This is just like unbelievable. It's a cool experience. Alright, so we're gonna fire it up. So like I said, it's 24 volt. Quiet. It is so quiet. Alright, let's see. Put the steering wheel down. Unlock. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so what I get from it, the feel that I get, that's pretty cool right there, is it does definitely feel like a, I don't know, kind of like a darn sports car, really. Sports truck. Power steering's really nice. There's a lot of buttons here. A lot of switches. So here's your fuel level gauge, which has, I mean, that's pretty cool. So I guess on tank 1 and tank 2, so you got 700 miles here, 550 there. Trying to find the mileage on it. Differential lock. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can adjust this thing, I forgot. So look, you can raise the height of the truck up and down. Feel it going up? Is that pretty cool?
Whatever is comfortable.
So you can raise the height of this thing up and down. So we're getting ready to drive this thing, and I am super pumped about it. Now we got a Scania professional jumping in here. All right, you ready? Yep. So what kind of seat is this? Factory seat. Rhonda sent me some seats from 4 states, and
Vendettas, those are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put those in everything here.
Alright, here we go. I don't know if I can handle 700 horsepower.
770.
I don't know if I can handle that. I'm used to 450.
All right, now hang on. You got your seatbelt on. Go ahead and release the top one. All right, see now the bottom one lit up green right below where the A is?
Yep.
All right, now let your foot off the brake. The brake's still on. But because you have your seatbelt on, like a good trucker, the parking brake act is on. So now you can press the throttle and the truck will take off. Oh, yeah, put it in gear first. On the brake, put it in gear. Now just press the throttle and it'll go.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
And then once we come to a stop somewhere,
Is this backup camera the back or the front?
that's the side over here.
Oh, okay.
Once you hit a certain speed, it'll go away.
Dude, you just don't even feel nothing in
It's like driving a car.
the... It's so smooth. You can tell it's got some power.
It's an eco mode. It's only like 500 horsepower right now.
How do we get it out of that?
You gotta drive in eco mode first, and then you can see what it feels like.
Mode top. We'll give it a chance. So I got it on like 35 on the right hand. Is it?
Oh, no. Press the where it has the two arrows pointing towards each other.
Yep.
Press that. When we come to a stop, do that, because it'll automatically set ride height.
Come over here and show me.
Right there.
Okay, alright.
Now it'll set to the correct ride height. Now you can program different ride heights into it, but we don't have to.
Alright.
Gotta take my jacket. So right now, take your foot off the brake.
Yep.
Parking brake's on.
Even with a trailer on it does that?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive.
So if you hold the brake for 1 second, it automatically turns the parking brake on. But since I was telling you about how the air works, how the braking system applies the brakes
Yep.
when it parks, it's able to release it really quick so you can take off and go. So instead of having to letting the whole system air up.
Alright guys, so check this out. Alright, you know, like on a US truck, if you mash the brakes and let off of it, it goes shh. Like you always get loud noises, like loud air noises. There ain't nothing. Like on the outside of the truck, you might hear just a little tiny bit, but very, very little. Alright, you want straight?
Yeah, you can. How does that takeoff feel?
It's
Doesn't jerk
smooth.
at all.
It don't like a US truck and automatic. It does like when you take off with a US truck, you got that jolt to it. Even the automatics, like
Even backing up too.
Yeah. Like this actually feels like a true automatic.
And it's still a 12-speed transmission shifting gears.
We have an exhaust brake.
We'll get there. Gotta work you into it. Can't give you all the cool stuff. Hang a left.
I can't believe I'm driving a new cab over it. That's so crazy.
On the steering wheel, where your right hand is,
Yep.
there's a little back button. See it?
Yep.
Press that. There you go.
Dude, this thing driving by itself right now?
It's got lane keep,
Okay.
so it's keeping you in the center of the lane.
Alright, what did that just do
What's that?
when I hit that back button?
It just brought your V8 on the
Oh,
screen.
okay. Does feel good now. I got a V8. God, dude, this would be so sick pulling loads with this thing.
So it's a little wobbly right now
Yep.
because we're such a short wheelbase. If we drop the rear axle, which we'll do like halfway through the test drive, it'll get extremely stable. But once you get used to driving it,
Probably just be like,
you just rest your hand on one hand on the wheel, and it just gets way more comfortable.
I like how there's so much, it's like you can see really good out of the window.
Everything. You know, a lot of the old heads are like, oh, I'll never have anything other than a 379 because they're like, oh, your whole windshield will freeze up. The whole windshield is heated.
Yeah, because I mean,
You don't see it right now, but I'm going to tell you, and then you'll see it. Look really close, you'll see lines all in this windshield.
oh yeah, it looks like carbon fiber or whatever. Like
It's all little tiny heating things. Like how your back windows in cars have that. This one's got the whole front windshield like that.
So you ain't got to deal with having your heat wide open and blasted.
You just press a button, the whole windshield stays hot. So you don't ever have ice build up.
That is nice. And it just don't feel like you're going that speed. It says I'm getting 14 miles a gallon right now.
On average at 80,000 pounds, we're, if you do the speed limit 68 to 70, we see like 6.8, 6.9 miles a gallon. The moment you go over like 73 to 75, it drops to like 5.8.
Well,
But they're still better than you're seeing in your 389, I guarantee it.
Oh, so over in the UK, they don't have like fast speed limits, right? Like,
85 kilometers, which is 55 miles an hour roughly.
wow. So
That's max speed on semi-trucks on all of Europe.
so that means, I mean, so they're getting good fuel mileage.
All the time because they're going much slower. But this is the first time this Scania has been here in the US to be tested at higher speeds, you know.
Right.
But those trucks are limited from the programming. Like it's mandated by the government that
They don't go over 85.
they don't go over 85 or 80, 89, I think it is.
Man, that'd be horrible.
So that's it.
That'd be horrible.
But the truck drivers know that there's no reason to stay in the two lanes trying to pass each other because you both have the same thing.
Right. Just,
So they always get over to the right, or they're always being respectful.
well, I know you, and you're the most criticism.
The biggest critic.
Yeah, you're like the biggest critic ever. Like, I mean, Bruce, I've seen him really piss a lot of people off because of something he said about something. So when he was talking about this thing, I knew it had to be a pretty good truck to.
All right, you ready? Keep going the throttle a little bit more. That handle all the way right here. Let off the throttle.
Yep. Oh, dang.
But you're not touching the brake.
No, that like stopped us.
You gotta push it back forward.
God dang.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
a heck
now
of a-
hang it right.
So is that an exhaust brake?
It has an exhaust brake and also what's called a retarder on the back of the gearbox. So we refer to them as transmissions. Everywhere else, they refer to them as gearbox.
Right.
And the retarder works off of hydraulic pressure. So it's kind of like a water dyno, if you've ever seen a hydraulic dyno, but it's reverse. It's just using hydraulic pressure to stop something from turning.
It all works in the transmission.
Correct. So it's not,
Gearbox.
there's like zero strain on the engine.
So guys, this is 60 miles per hour right now, and it feels like we're going. Like it just does not feel 60.
And we're having a conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, if we were driving down the road Rooster right now, I'd be like, "Hey, bro!" Like it's so loud. Or even Bonnie. Even Bonnie's a new truck, and it's still loud inside.
You wouldn't be able to use, you wouldn't even have to wear your headset anymore if you were in this every day. In Europe, guys don't wear headsets. They just use their wireless Bluetooth in the trucks.
That would be nice. That would be really nice. Yeah, so this thing here, like I'm always like shoving it up on my ear so I can hear it in
Yeah.
the truck.
Yep, that you don't have to worry about that.
For a company driver, if this was in the U.S. and I put a company driver in this truck, they would be tickled to death. I'm telling you guys, just for me driving it this much, I would say a driver would be. I've drove all the new trucks, and I mean, this has power. It has
Comfort.
yeah, amazing stop and jake brakes, the comfort, air ride, all of it. I mean, all climate control. I mean, it's like a darn new car or new truck.
Are you thirsty right now?
I mean, yeah, kind of. No kidding, dude.
There's your fridge. So you're not having to like get up while driving down the road. Now those are probably not cold. We can turn the fridge on and it'll be cold by the time we get back to the shop.
That is pretty cool.
Really cool about these refrigerators is when the key's off, it'll tell you, okay, you've got 27 hours before the fridge turns off. So the batteries don't die.
So just going down the road, you just grab this.
Grab that. You can make your coffee. They probably don't recommend you making coffee.
Guys, I'm thirsty. I'm just grabbing a drink real
Yeah,
quick.
literally.
Bam. That's pretty cool.
Now pull that brake back and let it stop you without touching all the way back.
Guys, my foot's right here. It's gonna stop us before the stops.
It will. This is where we're putting the tractor shop at right here.
Right here.
Yeah. Hang a left, we'll go. Let you do some cruising. On the steering wheel, right above where you hit the back arrow, see the little gear?
Right here.
Press it. Press it again. One more time. Now you have full power.
Oh, we just turned the power
So
on.
now your brake set too while we've been sitting here. You didn't even realize it.
Oh, I'm wasting my. Literally wasting my knees. Yeah, this could save on knee replacement at 60. Look at that light right there, Kayla. I was wondering what that was this whole time.
Yep.
Doing your logbook, just pull her down.
Give her the beans.
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah, that feels good. Guys, that's already 60 miles per hour out there. That's 70.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, the acceleration. It shifts so smooth to have that kind of power.
It's just skipping gears, doing whatever it wants to do to be the most efficient.
Well, I tell you what, they definitely figured it out, ain't they? Now, this new truck I could drive. This new crap we got over here that I just, you just slap together junk. We have a whole entire line of trucks right now I'm getting ready to auction off because I'm sick and tired of working on them, and they're underpowered, they're smothered to death, they fall apart on the inside,
Yeah.
and I'm just tired of it, honestly. So that's why we're rebuilding all of our old trucks and bringing them back out and putting them on the road.
What do you think about the driver space in here?
Oh, I love the driver's space.
What do you think your guys that are over the road could drive
Oh, yeah.
and be inside a cab like this?
Yeah, just because the floor's like this would be plenty of size for them. Like, they would be real comfortable in this.
If you go to the next bigger cab, the taller roof, you can get bunk beds in it.
That's the craziest things. Keep being late. Yeah,
It'll catch you off
100%.
guard, dude.
And also, so the way you can get in and out of this truck, I think they would like that too.
The door opens 90 degrees.
Yeah, so
You're not having to like step up and then step to the side and missteps.
you literally just like you're getting in your pickup or something. You just got an extra step.
It's literally one more step compared to Peterbilt.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think if these came to the U.S., it would be huge. It would really be.
It would change a lot. It would disrupt the market for sure.
Oh, 100%. But I think that's what we need. I mean, we need somebody to come in and
Make the other brands be better.
yes. Right now, there's no competition.
There just getting fat and lazy.
Yep. There's no competition. All they got to do is produce it because there's only 2 engines out there that even you put in trucks anymore. It's an X15 and a PACCAR.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. They fix them to where, I mean, you get 300,000 to 500,000 miles out of them, and that's it. At this power level, they wouldn't last 50,000 miles. I'd be interested in seeing what kind of mileage they get out of these before like major issues.
The engines that will come to the U.S. potentially wouldn't be a V8 at first. It'd be the 6-cylinder.
Yeah. So like the D13, kind of like
S13. It's a 13 liter that's 560 horsepower maximum, and those are getting even better fuel mileage. All right, now hang on. Turn that off. Set your cruise. See right there in the middle of the steering wheel? Press up to the left a little bit. Nope, right there. Press up to plus. Now your cruise is set. Take your foot off the throttle. Bump the cruise up. Just keep bumping it. Now see how we're not gaining speed?
Yeah.
There's a car in front of us.
I was wondering. I was like, well,
Now, see right there, go to the middle, press the up button right there. Now we're taking space out from between us and the car. Now press the down button. Keep pressing it. The truck will start putting space in between us and the car. So if you're in stop and go traffic, you can literally set your cruise and the truck will it won't necessarily stop and go a lot because it's not good for the clutch. But if you've got where you're going 10, 15, 20, back to 30, whatever, the truck will just accelerate and decelerate for you automatically.
So we're showing getting between 8 and 13 miles to the gallon right now. Just fluctuating.
Empty, it runs like 11 and a half.
See that wind? How hard it just hit us? In my truck, it'd been like,
Yeah.
Being a cab over, it's just wild that it's got that much.
Flat space, you think it'd be much different.
Yeah.
When we go to turn around up here somewhere, we'll drop the rear axle and it's even more stable. It's crazy.
Acceleration of this truck is awesome. To be something factory that you put a driver in. Look, the cruise is set right now.
Yeah, it just picked up to whatever speed you had it set at.
You don't even touch the brake, you just use your hand.
So right now you can actually set it to where the harder you press the brake, it'll actually engage all that for you automatically. So right now, let the parking brake engage. Oh, hold the brake a little bit longer. There you go. Heard it click?
Yep.
Now I'll press this, and the rear will drop.
Feel it coming up. Does it automatically set its pressure?
It does everything automatically. Yeah.
I just felt it drop back down to where it was adjusting.
Yeah, so now the rear of the truck will actually sit different because whenever you have the rear axle picked up, it adjusts the front suspension to be level. So now you got all 10 tires on the ground.
I noticed this thing had 315s all the way around it too.
Yeah, big boys.
God, that acceleration is just nice. Because that's 70 miles per hour. That is crazy. Like for us to get this kind of power out of our trucks, you see what we have to do.
Yeah.
You can't put a driver in them because they're going to blow them up first time they lug them down.
It's not reliable power either.
Right. So you can put a driver in this thing and send him to work. And think they get 1 million miles out of them before they give any issues? Or
The higher horsepower trucks, I think they're having to do some maintenance to them before 1 million, but I mean, you know, you give and take.
right.
But the guys over there are not using 770 horsepower over the road like we probably would just because we want to. They're using moving heavy equipment. So they have a lot of hours on the engines.
Right. A lot of outland.
Yeah, but Scania puts the same engine in boats and it's 1,250 horsepower. Or, I'm sorry, 1,150 horsepower. Same exact engine.
The leg room's great. I mean, I'm comfortable. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't even get fatigued driving it after 4 or 5 hours or 8 or 9 hours, whatever.
It's just like driving your 450 down the road. Or Denali, you know. And it drives itself like it definitely keeps itself in the lanes in the middle of the
It'll
lane.
yell at you like let go. It'll tell you to put your hands back on the steering wheel. Or just keep your hands close to it.
Look, I mean, it's literally driving itself right now.
See it telling you, hey, put your hand on the steering wheel.
But it's still though. Look,
It'll
it's-
eventually just not do it.
it's crazy.
Not recommended, but
Guys, I'm gonna have to eat crow on this one. It's a sweet truck, and I honestly think, I mean, I'm not pulling it with a trailer behind it right now, but you can feel it's got power. You can feel it. There's 700 horsepower there, without a doubt. Bonnie's probably 600, and I have no doubt this thing would probably walk off and leave it.
these are horsepower measured at the rear tires too, not at the engine.
Right, so I bet with a loaded trailer, it don't even slow down, does it? Hardly.
No. What's the hill, the mountain you come across on 127 between Chattanooga and Crossville?
Oh, Dayton Mountain? Oh,
Yeah, I think Dayton Mountain. It'll run 65 or 70 mile an hour.
That's a
until
big hill.
Fully loaded.
That's good.
It doesn't even think about it.
To do, you'd have to have 700 horsepower to climb that hill like that. That's a big hill. Yeah.
Yep, it doesn't even care.
People don't think our globes are as heavy as they are. I get so much crap. Everybody's
Well,
like,
mine's heavy.
yeah. I mean,
It's like the 28,000 pounds.
yeah.
Empty. And yours is probably a little bit heavier.
Yeah, it's probably,
Yours got the bigger beams in it.
I'm probably 58,000 gross, empty. So if I put a 40,000 pound excavator on it, I'm 90,000.
Overweight. They're carving the topsoil off the property. I've got from this corner right here all the way to the building.
Yeah, there's an excavator right there.
Loading trucks out.
They're just doing that to,
You can keep going straight, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, just go straight.
just Sandy, baby.
Yeah, it's mine.
You get one?
Yeah. Bought it from my buddy in Wisconsin.
I like the Sandy. I like the price of my Sandy.
Yeah, they're good machines for the money. And then you can even turn all that off if you don't want it. Yeah, like most trucks here you can't turn off.
Right.
It's just a matter of hitting the button and it turns it off.
Acceleration is sweet. Making a phone call back there. Is that a phone?
No, that's actually just a remote for everything in the cab while you're laying in bed.
Oh. Dude, I would love to take this thing cross country and do a load. I don't know if I could do it because then I'd probably would die to have one and can't have one yet. Surprised that thing don't just.
Yeah. This is cool too. You probably didn't even notice this.
Look, you can edit while we're riding down the road.
Yeah.
I thought that was for food.
Whatever, yeah. You can do anything.
It's like every 10 minutes we have to stop and feed her. They definitely thought of, it's simple, but it's cool.
Slow down, turn right here.
I'm not touching the brakes. I'm gonna use my fingertips. I love that. So what's the height on this thing?
This one's like 12.2, I think. The S cab, the tall cab, is like 13.3.
Okay, so you can. It's tall.
Yeah.
I would really hope that Scania gets to come to the U.S. because I would like to. I'd like to see what it does to the market for one, and I'd definitely like to have one. So the older Scania.
It'll ride just like this once you fix it up.
Okay.
My black one rides just like this after we rebuilt the cab shocks and airbags and stuff. So just go ahead and put your steering wheel away.
All right, guys. So we're gonna lift the cab. We just made it back. So we're gonna lift the cab up and see what's underneath the hood of this thing. What? Oh, the doors? Yeah. I noticed it earlier. That's the first thing I said when I got in. I was like, holy crap, it's airtight.
All right, so Nang, how you gonna get up there to do anything with your windshield, right?
So that's a step.
A step to grab here. Change the windshield wipers. Whatever you need to do.
How did you open that?
There's this little latch inside the door.
Oh, dude, I tried for 10 minutes to get that open.
Yeah, so there's your cab suspension right there.
That's why it's so smooth. Sure kidding me. At this point, I'm surprised it doesn't have a automatic shower that pops out. And a ribeye steak. And that's going to lift the cab?
Yep. It's a little slow, but it's better than jacking it up. Here's the sketchy part. It just falls forward.
Wow.
Right here's an electric AC compressor, so at night you can turn that on
You don't have to worry about it.
and it'll run for 4 or 5 hours. Keep the cab cool.
They've thought of everything.
It's a big engine, that's for sure.
Does these run off like a CP4 pump or?
They have a high pressure pump just like your X15s do.
Because this thing is, oh, it's huge. It is so big. Look at that turbo. But if you notice, there's no VGT on it. It's a non-VGT turbo. Simple alternator, one-wire alternator. It's a very simple AC compressor. This thing is wild. Like it, just everything's so accessible. Change the turbo, literally 4 bolts. Line. These bolts here. Take your exhaust clamp off and then boop. That is a massive turbo. And you feel the power in this thing. It really does have some good power. So I'm a truck lover, and I can say I love this truck. What's your opinion on it?
I don't know anything, but it feels nicer than the other ones. But when I say that, the YouTube people get very upset. If you say anything's better than a 379.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys, so there's nothing wrong with it right now, so I can't work on it here today, but maybe one day I'll get to work on a Scania. Hopefully we get to make this deal on these other 2 trucks, and then that'll give us a truck to work on. So let me know down in the comments. You guys think we should buy the other 2 trucks, take them home, and join the dark side here, or I mean, I really think it would be a cool truck to take across country, pull on a big load, you know, hook the RGN to it, hook a big load of boats to it. If I was to build that white Scania, I would be building it to use it. I would really want to use it and see how it does. You know, going out to Washington, going out to California, stuff, places like that. You have to be a little careful going to California, but I would definitely like to, you know, dabble in the Scania side a little bit. So let me know what you guys think. We had a good time here today checking this thing out, and hopefully there's more to come. So this is definitely a cool truck, and in my honest opinion, I would like to see them come to the U.S. I think it would force our truck builders here today, our companies here, Kenworth, Peterbilt, Freightliner, I think it would force them all to step their game up a little bit, because I will tell you right now, this new Scania versus any of the new trucks here that we have today, it would be a very hard competition for them. I mean, the power, the drivability, the driver comfort, you know, they have it figured out. So we would have to step our game up for sure. Now, I love our trucks here. I love my Peterbilts and Freightliners and stuff, but the new ones, I can't get on board with. I just can't. So we tried it. We ran them for the last 1.5 to 2 years, and I'm just so tired of fighting them, working on them, drivers not being happy with them. Our drivers at this point want to drive the older trucks because they're reliable and they have power. You know, they're not stuck in the right lane with the engine light on with half power headed to a dealership. So that is another reason why I'd like to see these come to the U.S. So this is a truck I would buy for sure, 100%. This is a really cool part. Just like that, it is down. So to lift the cab up, all you gotta do is pop this remote out, bam, pull it out. And as you're up and down, put it back in, and just, there right, baby. You gotta check the oil, boys. Oil looks good in it. European oil smells a little different.
Taste it.
My old Buick had that same oil taste back in the day. Ooh, I like that too. This thing, check it out, it pops in. Get a nice seal to it. Where you fill the oil, that's where you check the oil. Antifreeze, coolant, however you want to call it. This looks like another filter here. AC condenser. It also has electric fans on it too. I like that. Another air filter insert here. So it's getting a lot of good fresh air coming straight in. Very cool truck. Locked. All right, guys, so there you go. That's going to finish off today's video with the Scania, and I'd like to thank Bruce for the opportunity to let us come over here and check this thing out and drive it. We're gonna head back towards the house. We're gonna try to strike up a deal with Bruce on these other 2 trucks, and I'll let you guys know what happens with that, if we do it, if we don't. Just give us your opinion. Let us know what you think about the Scania as well. You guys, a lot of our guys on our channel is, you know, we got a lot of real, true, old school truckers on here. Would you guys like to try one of these out and see one on the channel and moving some freight down the road? But guys, thanks for watching. We love y'all. We'll see you on the next video.